The union government recently restored a midway path to the pension scheme that is called as a unified pension scheme. It is said to be a midway path between the new pension scheme, that is the NPS, and the OPS, that is the old pension scheme. So let us know the difference between the two and why the government felt the need of bringing the unified pension scheme. Well, as per the definition, if we go, the union cabinet said that this new unified pension scheme would be applicable from 1st of April 2025 onwards, and it's the real objective behind it is to integrate the benefits of both the OPS and the NPS and to create a sustainable and financially viable pension system. Actually, do you really think that this is the reason? So the government was forced to bring out this policy. Many experts have said the government was rattled after the results of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Now the whole since the new pension scheme, which was applicable to the employees since 2004, they started to retire and they felt that they are getting much less than what they used to be getting if they would have been under the old pension scheme. So subsequently, a committee was formed under the former finance secretary and a cabinet secretary, T.V. Somanathan, and he chose to design a middle path for the to create both the employees' contribution as well as the centre's contribution. However, the contribution of the centre has been significantly enhanced to the 18%. So the unified pension scheme approved by the cabinet promises around 50% of the average basic pay of the last 12 months drawing salary before retirement, and a minimum pension of rupees 10,000 for those who worked for at least 10 years with the central government. The centre's share towards the scheme has been increased from 14% to 18.5%. So to tell you, where 14% was earlier given under NPS, it's more of a very close to the OPS scheme, that is the old pension scheme, which guarantees the pension to the employees. And if we go by some stats, according to the Reserve Bank of India, the total budget estimates of various states and union territories for pension in 2023-24, that is this fiscal year, was 5,22,000 crore, which is around 6% to 21% of the total revenue receipts. This amount is very huge. And pensioners have become a big vote bank for the governments, and they channelize other things because they retire from big positions and they make sure that the government has to pay back because of their decisions they are getting less pension. So yeah, this is what we call democracy. And if we go about a general trend on the worldwide, there has been a shift from a defined pension scheme to a defined contribution scheme. Even other countries are also doing the same because, as you see, the demographic dividend of the world is changing. There is a much younger population and it requires a policy change as well. If you keep paying the older population much more, there would be very less left for the younger generation, and as a result you would see less asset creation and less jobs for the youth, which is currently the world is battling right now. If we just have to understand what the government is trying to do, first the pension liabilities of the government have risen, and then the secondly declining interest rate have led to the rise in liabilities. So the pension funds typically invest in bond securities and hold them till maturity. The interest rate have declined over the past decades, which means there will not be enough interest income to match the defined benefits. Now, what was the old pension scheme? Under the old pension scheme is what currently who people are retiring who have been in the government job, central government job who joined prior to 2004 are under old pension scheme. In this, what you get is equal to half of the final income you get as a pension, which you draw as the monthly income in your home throughout your life till the time you live. And there's a provision of general provident fund, which is also included in the OPS, and which allows the workers to save aside a percentage of their pay, which is then returned with interest when they retire. So, in a nutshell, an old pension scheme is something which you must have seen around among your relatives or friends who are 60 years and more of age, who have retired. They must be under the old pension scheme. But what was the NPS, the new pension scheme? Well, in this, the DNS allowance and a 10% deduction from the employee's base salary was contributed under the pension fund, which you get in return after you get retired. So this is not a guaranteed pension scheme. It depends on the contributions you make throughout your service. So this was a big concern for many. However, government also felt that there's a huge pension amount that government pays every year to the employees. For example, it is also said that government brought the Agniveer scheme, they popularly called the Agnipath, which the Congress has been rallying to backtrack and abolish the scheme when they come to power. Some experts say that the government has brought up Agnipath scheme just to save out the money that the government has to pay to pension to few of the staff soldiers who are recruited. So that was the whole point being said, and this particular scheme called the UPS, Unified Pension Scheme, is seen as something out of the box with respect to the thinking and the thought process which the government was moving prior on. Received a mixed of response from the people, many are quite happy, and many feel that yes, they are entitled to these pensions because everybody is getting it. And so it is a guaranteed minimum pension, and it also allows your spouse and your family members to get the pension, some amount of the pension after the demise of the pensioner. And in a nutshell, that yes, it's a defined pension scheme, and you would definitely be entitled to the amount after you retire. So tell your thoughts to us in the comment box. And we do feel that India really since it is a country of youngsters, so we really need to think about the youngsters first. However, in a democracy and in a popular politics, it happens, and India is a very diverse country, so the government has to think about those employees, because they at the end of the day they turn into the vote bank, which hurt the governments in the elections. All right, guys, see you. Read more at the link in bio, www.thesoulguide.co.in. We have covered many issues. We have also covered how the old pension scheme is a burden on the government. Do give it a try and read it out. Thank you.